Good morning, Manson. I just wanted to show you a brief workout routine that you can start integrating into your workouts. It's really going to help you build some strength and core stability, as well as some flexibility throughout your body. We'll start easy, holding these for a lot shorter, and as you progress, we'll expand the duration that you hold some of the tension on some of these movements. But here we go. This is something you can probably knock out every morning pretty quickly, first thing. That's kind of how I do it. So we're gonna just start. And of note that I thought you would like, I learned this routine from a former SEAL team Master Chief that's now retired and teaches yoga. You might even know him. I know you're involved in that community. His name is Michael Fogelman, or Fogey as we all call him. Just an amazing dude. But I thought that you'd appreciate this is a Navy SEAL workout in a way, but it's for people with injuries. It's for people, trying to get back active again. Anyways, with no further ado, we'll go ahead and start. We're just gonna it's kind of a combination of yoga as well as a lot of stretching. But it's not really it's not a yoga practice. It just incorporates some of those movements. So here we go. We can start in what's called child's pose. You can see I have my feet tucked under me. I'm kind of turned to the side so you can see a little better. I'm just kind of trying to get my butt down towards my ankles and also extending my arms out in front of me to arch my back. So go ahead and take your time, get into that position. And then while you're there, start to turn your focus to your breath. You can put your head down, resting your forehead on a mat or the ground. If you have some sort of exercise mat or yoga mat, you can put that down. But we'll start here, and we're gonna just start taking nice, deep inhales and exhalations. We're gonna breathe in through our nose, filling our stomach, not our chest. This is the way we're supposed to breathe, is in through our stomach, which expands your diaphragm and really brings the air deep into your lungs in a way that shallow chest breathing kind of prohibits us. And just the breathing alone of this exercise is incredibly therapeutic. So go ahead and try to breathe in through your nose, filling your stomach. You can top off through your chest and then out through your mouth. So in through your nose to your stomach, chest, and out through your mouth. And we'll just try to keep that going nice and steady as you hold this position. All right, we're gonna go ahead and come up to all fours. This is like a tabletop position, just like this. And we're gonna do what's called cat-cow. So as you breathe in, doing that same belly breath in through your nose, arch your back and push your tailbone up, like that. And then as you breathe out, bend your back the other way. And feel that stretch in your shoulder blades, in the back. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And this feels really good. It's kind of the way cats stretch. Get one more of those. When you're ready, we're going to bring this up into downward dog. So we're going to point our butt up into the air, lean forward on our hands, and then we can stretch out our feet here, pumping that synovial fluid into our ankles and our knees, our muscles. By activating that fluid and flushing it helps prevent injury as well as remove toxins. If you've been working out a lot, this will help get some of that cleared. And then when you're ready, we can transition into a plank position at the top of a push-up. If you can, hold that plank position as you continue to breathe in through your nose, filling your belly, and out through your mouth. If that becomes too challenging, you can shift back into that downward dog to give your arms a break. And if needed, you can come to your knees to hold it. But we're really shooting for being very comfortable in this plank position. But it involves a lot more than our arms. It involves our core all the way down into our legs. Very good. You can come back to downward dog, and then we're gonna do what's called a chaturanga, which is bringing our chest down to the ground, and then arching our back up into a cobra pose. I'll show you that again from the side. So, up, down, and up, arching your back. Be careful with your lower back here. If it hurts, then you can come to your knees, or you can ease off it a little by resting your hips as you bring that. When you're ready, we're gonna bring our right foot up next to our right hand, stepping forward. This is like a hurdler stretch. You should feel it maybe in your hamstring and in your groin. If you need, you can come to your knee in the back to ease that a little bit. You kind of see how that's, and again, just take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, we're gonna come up, turn the rear foot outward, and up into a warrior pose. This is called Warrior Two. So our front leg should be feeling that in your quads, maybe in your hips. And you can bring your right arm up in front of you and your left arm behind you. And put that tension into your shoulders as you hold that. If you need to, you can straighten the front leg. By straightening the front leg, it'll take some of that tension off. If you want to intensify it, lean your knee over your ankle, bringing it to more of a 90-degree pose. Ease. More. Next, we're going to arch back, stretching that right side of our rib cage. And then forward, bringing our right hand down to our right foot and reaching our left arm into the sky. If you can look up at your hand. Back up again. Now we'll transition just to a standing position. And enjoy just a nice deep breath in through your nose, filling the tummy, and out through your mouth. With each exhale, you want to release that tension. Now we can stand in what's called mountain pose. Just take a moment here to thank yourself for showing up today to do this, to better yourself so you feel better and look better and perform better. Stand like you're standing at the top of a mountain, that you are the mountain. Now you can reach forward, and now we're gonna sway like the branches of a willow tree. You can rotate counterclockwise, feeling that stretch through our core, into our back, and then sway the other way gently. Go as slow as you need. Now we're just going to take a break here. You can bend your knees slightly as you need. Fold your arms in front of you and then allow your head to dangle. And you should feel a lot of tension in your neck and back release. Try not to hold too tense as you ease into it. Allow the head just to dangle and you'll feel your spinal column decompress and expand. Now we're going to bring ourselves into an upright position, just one vertebrae at a time. Keep the head dangling as you slowly come to standing position. We'll take another breath at the top. Now bring your weight onto your right foot. Try to just stand on one foot. If you need, you can use your other foot like a little kickstand. But challenge yourself to get as much of it just reliant on the balance of your right leg. If you're comfortable there, you can bring your leg up a little bit. Just take a few breaths there. Okay, go ahead and bring that foot down. We're going to bend down, bend your knees, and we're going to put our feet behind us again, back into the plank position. And up into downward dog. And again, cycle those feet. Pumping some of that lactic acid out of there from holding all your weight on one leg. Now come into forward plank position, like the top of a push-up. We're just going to try to hold here for 3 breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Try to ease into this. Only tensing the muscles you need to hold yourself. And nothing more. Try to relax your face and anything that's not supporting you. Very good. To downward dog, chaturanga if you'd like. Bringing our chest near the ground, like the bottom of a push-up. And then up, arching our back into cobra pose. Again, if you need, rest your knees or even your hips and just bring your chest up a little bit without injuring. Be very careful with these back bending exercises not to injure. Whatever your ability is, it's no competition. This is for you. Now we're going to bring our left leg forward and do the other side, just how we just did on the right. Again, if you need, put your knee to the ground. You should be feeling this stretch in your groin, as well as your hamstring. When you're ready, we'll turn that rear foot outward and come into that warrior position. To ease it, strengthen the front leg. To make it more challenging, bring the knee over the ankle. We're extending our arm behind us, our left hand in front, and bringing tension into our shoulder blades, like we're trying to squeeze our scapula together, our shoulder blades. Just take a couple breaths there. Now we're going to reach back, stretching the left side of our rib cage. Breathing into it. And then coming forward. Reaching down to touch our toe. If you need, you can put your elbow on your knee here. Challenge yourself to look up at your hand. Very good. You're going to come back upright, step to the front of your mat, and we'll be in that mountain pose again, taking a big breath. Expand your lungs, feel all that goodness coming into you. And expel everything you don't need. Release that tension. And then just take a few breaths here at the top of mountain pose. We'll come to our left foot now. Try to balance on the left foot. You need to use that kickstand. But challenge yourself just to hold yourself with just that one foot. If you come out of balance, just go ahead and reset. And try to turn your focus to your breath. Very good. One more big breath in mountain pose. And coming forward, back down the way we came up. To here, to here. Downward dog. Into plank position. Take a few breaths here. At the top of the push-up. Very good. This is the last one. We're going to chaturanga. Bringing your chest near the bottom of a push-up without touching the ground. And then up into cobra, or if needed, onto our hips, bringing the chest up as far as comfortable without hurting your back. If you feel any sort of pain building, ease. You'll get there. As you practice this more and more, your flexibility and strength will improve, and you'll get deeper into each of these movements. All right, go ahead and come up. And we can go into child's pose for a moment. Catch our breath, stretch our back and our hips. Just take a couple breaths here. Next, we're going to come onto our chest. And if you can, bring your right leg up, grab your foot or your ankle, and we're going to pull that right leg up towards our butt. You want to feel this in the front of your quadricep, on the front of your leg. And pull it to where it feels comfortable, and we'll take a few breaths in this position. If any of these stretches feels really good, I highly encourage you to pause the video and hold it a little longer. And as we progress, I'll record a new one of this with longer holds so you can follow along real time without having to pause. But if anything feels really good, I encourage you to stay there. For as long as a couple minutes even, it can really help. And we'll switch to the left leg. Bring your left foot up to your left hand, pulling it up behind you towards your butt. And you want to feel that tension in the front of your quadricep, stretching out those muscles we just activated in warrior pose. And when you're ready, we're going to put our hands to our side, and we're going to pretend we're Superman. We're going to raise our chest and raise our feet off the ground as far as is comfortable, arching our back and our legs like we're flying through the sky. And ease. You're going to go ahead and come up into a seated position now. And now we're going to go backwards, like this. And bring our hips up into the air. So you can see this a little better. Now we're going to raise our hips and arch our back as much as you can. And try to hold that as you breathe. I was getting a little cramp on that one. If you get a cramp, try to straighten it out and stretch it for a minute. All right. Next, we're going to bring our right leg over our left knee. And then we're going to put our left elbow on our right knee and push, rotating, trying to look behind us to stretch our lower back and behind that scapula in your shoulder. Go ahead and unwind. Switch legs and into the other direction. Push it until you feel a stretch, but don't push it beyond that. Ease into it so that you don't cause an injury. Now you can put your feet straight out in front of you and reach towards your toes as far as you can with your knees straight. And you should feel that stretch in your hamstrings, behind your thighs, into your lower back. And as you settle into this, you can reach just a little bit forward, more further forward with each exhale. And bring that focus into your breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Easing just a little further into it with each exhale. Again, if that feels really good or feel like you're getting a lot out of it, feel free to pause and hold there a little longer. Move to stretch our legs apart. And we're going to do the same thing now with our legs a little bit apart, leaning forward. And you'll feel this more on your inner hamstring. Again, just taking some nice deep breaths there. In through your nose, filling your belly. And out through your mouth. Little kids naturally breathe in through their bellies, and you get much more much more air into your lungs, and much more out. But as we age, we're taught that we're supposed to carry a lot in our chest, and we just get these real shallow chest breaths, which hardly fill our lungs, which hardly utilize this amazing cardiovascular system we have, especially sitting at a desk and being stagnant. We just transition to these shallow lung breathing with our chest. So we're trying to relearn how to breathe through our stomach. Feel your ribs expand. Filling all four corners of your lung, into your chest, into your back at the end, but mostly into your stomach. All that nourishment is getting directed into your heart and distributed through your body, to every cell in your body. Letting go of anything on the exhale that we're holding. And go ahead and come upright. We'll do our last stretch for the day. It's going to bring one leg up, if it's comfortable, on top of the other knee. If you can, fold the other leg in, and then move forward as far as comfortable. You should feel this stretch in your IT band, the outer of your thigh. Bring it as far forward as is comfortable. You want to feel a stretch, but it shouldn't be painful. A little discomfort is okay and natural, but if it's really starting to hurt, back it off just a touch. And with each exhale, you can ease a little further. I'm going to switch. Bringing our right foot on top of our left knee. And we'll do the same on the other side. And lastly, we're going to lay onto our back in what's called dead man's pose. And we're just going to take some time here to completely relax. You have nothing to worry about. You took this time out of your day to make yourself stronger, more flexible, more relaxed, the mindfulness of breathing. We're just going to take a time to just take a few moments to just relax and ease into it. Just lay flat on your back. If you need, you can bend your knees or put a pillow under your lower back if that's more comfortable. And then just take some time here just to breathe and relax and clear your mind. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you can start to incorporate this into your daily routine, and you'll start to see the benefits very quickly and improvement pretty rapidly if you stick with these things consistently. But good work, and until next time, take care.